Hey guys, good morning. Greg Beard here from United Pool Association. We're going to install a Delta UV system here on this particular pool. And basically what we're trying to do is bring in new product and take it to a higher level and try to maintain better water quality. So we're going to install this UV today. Go ahead and install along with it. We're going to install the Blue and White Industries liquid chlorine feeder. We're going to go ahead and get our Blue and White open. Kind of got our plumbing ready to go here. We'll hang this up on a wall. It's on a cord cap, so we're going to have to hang this pretty much close to our time clock. And with all of our tubing here, we'll send this unit into overload with this pool here feeding liquid chlorine. Our main thing is we want to get the Delta UV plumbed in right now, so we're going to set this off to the side over here by our time clock. Oh yeah, look how that's all packed up in there, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, state of the art. So hey guys, got a unions top and bottom. You always want to put the clear union to the top so you can make sure that the light is on. These unions, kind of treat them with a little bit of respect. They're great little unions. They're a two-piece union. Try to hand tighten them, guys. Don't put any tools on them. So guys, we've already kind of cut out our plumbing here. The biggest thing with the UV, guys, is you always got to remember how you're feeding these. With an IntelliFlow pump, we're going to be running this pump at a really low RPM, almost 24 hours a day. So we're going to speed up at about 10 o'clock when the solar sun sensor kicks in, usually around 10 o'clock. We're going to speed that pump up. Our biggest thing is with UV, you've got to make sure that when the pump stops, the bulb stops. You cannot dry fire these bulbs. We're going to put a plug off the load side of the time clock that's no longer being used since the IntelliFlow pump went on this application. And we're going to feed that plug that's also going to feed the Blue and White chemical dispenser, and then going to also feed the light bulb to the UV. So yeah, George, I got the marker sitting on the pump right there. If you want to just come up with a location, I was thinking right above that solar valve. I wanted to get this down as low so that our tubing's as short as possible. That's kind of the key too, is you want to have short tubes. I can sneak either way. I'll come over here and pop a plug, and then the Delta UV, we can shorten that cord down. This cord, George, we're gonna have to kind of bundleize up, and we'll hide it down underneath the plumbing. Maybe we can throw it down underneath here, and we'll zigzag it back underneath our new plumbing here once we paint that. You need a marker for hanging our ballast, because we're gonna need to drill 2 holes to hang our ballast. Yeah, and then we'll just backfeed the wire. Let's try to, and then this way, this is our power side. Yeah, our power side's gonna just zip right over here to a plug. Going to get a battery charger. It's our 110 plug. We're gonna feed off the time clock. Good to go. I'll run this in for you here. Your strippers are sitting right on the ground. Cut those 6 to 8 inches out of that box. So let me get in my bag. We'll get our GFI bolted up in there for you, Steve-O. So GFI, you'll find a GFI, basically guys, will have this yellow tape on the load side. Your power coming into a GFI goes on the line side, green to ground, whirled around. Usually looking at it, GFIs will be your power. When you're looking at the plug, will always be to your right side. It's the smaller one of the two. Your neutral is going to be over here where this T is in that thing, and usually your neutral is always found on the same side as your ground. So looking at that, 1/4 volt of electricity outside the loop, boom, the GFI trips, power shuts down. So what we're doing is because we're so close to water, we're GFIing it. Not only that, for the Delta UV to be GFI protected, I'm going to take the yellow tape off and plug the Delta UV in right to the back of the GFI, so the Delta UV is going to be off of the GFI. So be a line side plug basically, but GFI protected to the Delta UV, and we'll plug in our Blue and White chlorine feeder right into the outlet. Anything within 3 feet or closer has to be GFI'd, but there's a setback of 10 feet, I believe. So within 10 feet of water, it has to be GFI protected. I always like, I use the 3-foot rule. If I can reach water within 3 feet, I'm GFI'ing it. I mean, it's just, rather be safe than sorry, guys. We bought these SJO compression fittings. These things are great, guys. The more you tighten them up, the more it clamps around the SJO cord and makes everything weather tight. So proper fittings, proper job, proper installation, all works hand in hand. So we're gonna thread this guy down in here. This one, that's why we plumb this in. You wanna make sure if you guys are going in and putting in these UVs that you're feeding it solid water. You don't want to have a solar system purging off all the air out of the panels, dumping it into the UV because the bulb's dry fire. So, and that bulb needs to be cooled down by the water. Look at that, guys. I'm yanking on my SJO connector and it's not moving. Love it, see? So I'm gonna go in and wrap these guys to our load of our GFI. They are kind of small wires, guys, so you can strip back a little bit more and double it up. Pinch these guys down. Bam. And the nice thing about these covers are, guys, the cord comes through here. You can pop these things out if you got something plugged in. Pull this out, now expands with a little rubber glove so that the cord is always weather tight. So if you don't want to use them, plop them back in. Bam, that's the new style ones and they're great. So hey, here's our low voltage. We're gonna wait. We're going to get some things fired up. We'll clean up our zippy ties.
All that's in there is just a light bulb, and it's fairly easy to get to. After every 2 years, I replace them. Just because they're on doesn't mean they're working at their fullest. So it's just a screw right here. Let me show you guys. Okay, so basically we turn this guy, certain position, we lift it up, and there's your bulb.
So filter at a slower pace, longer hours. So many guys are going out there and running these things full speed because they think, wow, 3,450 RPMs, you know, I hate them. You know what, they've got to learn, man. Clarity of pools comes from filtering water at a slower pace.
At the lower speed, you're saving energy as well, you know, and you're killing stuff with the UV light. So it's a couple different benefits you have from it.
Guys, it's a lamp. It's a lamp and a canister. They're pretty cut, dry, simple, and basic. That Delta's just got an awesome product going here, and I can't wait to put the one on my pool. I can't wait. Cannot wait.